JT don't just play everything. So, this month on the PlayStation Plus on the free joints, they got what the racing game, they got the grid, they got like the motorcycle racing game, and they got this other game, it's like medieval shit
Mhm.
where these motherfuckers like storming castles and doing all that. Yeah, JT had never played it before. But
Really?
yeah, same thing I said. But I'm like, from what I heard about this game, I went back and read some reviews. It got like 8.5s, 9 out of 10s. I'm like, okay. Plus, JT play everything. He's like
Exactly.
he's like Mikey. Like, of course, Mikey will play it. He likes it. He likes it. Plus, he made me suffer through 3 hours of Sonic. Like, it was like, dude,
You got
I'm
never
a
let me lay that down.
man. I'm like, yo, bruh, bruh,
Bruh.
bruh. That shit was brutal. I'm just like, whoo, I ain't seen the game this bad in a minute. Shit.
But you know,
Shit.
you got those that love it.
It's
Then
Frontiers
there's
though.
that. God damn.
Oh,
Oh no. But yo, y'all see that red box right here over here on my hanging off my right shoulder in the corner that says "We are live." What's good, people? Y'all know who it is. It's the two-time ATL's hottest DJ, four-time winner, the God DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope, with a special Wednesday night dope show because the week is just so all over the place. And plus, I own my own media platform and it's mine. It's not because the shirt says so, but because it's mine, I can have it whatever day I want. So every day could be a dope day, believe it or not. So it's a Wednesday night edition of the Dope Show with your host, DJ Agony, and I brought my friends with me. Two of them you've seen before. One of them you're gonna be like, who that is? But don't worry, he's a friend of ours. He's with us. He's good. Um, Big shouts out to everybody that tuned into the last dope show. Tune into the last quick 30. I can't remember when that was, to be honest. Ain't it? Our boy said, "What was that 404 edition?"
Hmm.
And at that point, I was kind of upset at myself. I'm like, man, I might quit. Hell, I had a whole another 10 songs that didn't make the list. Go figure.
That was another quick 30.
Right. That should have been a quick 20 right there, at least. At least, man. But hey, big shouts out to everybody that come through, kick good shit with me. Anybody that's tuned into the planning period, Gamers Alley, this thing of ours. Like, yo, dope is to the point now I have sub shows. Yeah. Y'all might want to catch on to this because the dope is getting good, y'all. But if y'all have been living under a rock for the last 2 years and don't know at least two of the three of these gentlemen, I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves. Fellas, tell these folks who you is and what you do, cuz.
it's me, Big Country 50. You can find me at that link right there, Big Country 50 at Twitch TV. You can also find me on Fightcade
The
at Big
problem child.
Country in the Super Turbo channel. If you want to get the hands ran on you like Jones.
He ain't got no hands.
And round one, they done started, y'all.
All
Yo, who
right.
up?
All right. What's going on, y'all? My name is Raheem, uh, newly graduate data analyst, bachelor's, and
Congrats.
gamer,
God damn.
passionate gamer. You know, yeah. I'm just here to throw in my input in this incredible show here.
You
Oh,
know,
All right.
educated.
Right, right. This old
you're
college
I
ass
highly
know.
shit.
educated
You
ass.
know what I'm saying? Nigga be reading books with no pictures and
I
shit.
know.
Hey, y'all know it's me, your boy Jones, man, aka Corey's Heavenly Cakes. Get you a pound cake, muffins, mini buns, whatever you need. Your boy got you. Hardcore gamer, anime nerd, as you can see right here.
Also known as folded because he
Here
gets
we go.
folded by me every time.
Trash.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, I mean, we got the cast. Y'all know what it is. But my thing is this right here. We've been sitting around and the not only the FGC but the gaming community as a whole, yo. I don't know none of these ninjas. big shot, big shout out to Spud King in the building. What's up with you, boy? Nephew!
Brian, last name King.
Is
Last
that
name
Brian's
King.
so-called king?
Is this your king?
Exactly.
mm. But one of the things that's kind of got the gaming industry as a whole, not only the FGC, but everybody's kind of on pins and needles, is Street Fighter Six.
Mm.
And now that they've released this demo, and I'm pretty sure people are labbing the hell out of Ryu and Luke right now.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm
Indeed.
I'm people, by the way. I ain't
It
played
ain't.
I ain't played Ryu this much since Street Fighter since Super Turbo.
Mm.
I'm going in with Ryu right now though. Even though I want Jamie to be my main because he's the drunken boxer. And no matter the game, if there's a drunken boxer on there, whether it's Brad, whether it's
Shundi.
Shun D, I'm here for the drunken boxers. But so fellas, like what do you think, like right as of right now, we're sitting literally right at a month. We're literally a month and a day off from the release of Street Fighter 6. Where y'all think we going with this? Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like from June 2nd, let's just say 6 months will put us to December. So from June to December, what do you think is gonna happen when this game hits?
Let's let the new guy talk first.
All right. I think it's literally about to be a nuke that's finna be dropped. Uh, it's not gonna make no sense. I think this is gonna be a repeat of the '09 era when Street Fighter 4 first dropped. I think Capcom is really stepping it up on all levels, from the marketing to the presentation to the mechanics, the gameplay, the characters. Everything's on point. They're doing their thing with Capcom Cup and Evo, with huge prize pools at that, like million
Dude,
dollar, $2 million prize pools. That's
$2 million pot, $1 million grand prize. That is
Mm.
insane.
yeah, that's. I mean that's definitely gonna be a big motivator for a lot of entries. So I think it's gonna be crazy when the game drops. Is I think it's gonna set the FGC on fire. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, they are setting the tone for this game. Well, I see it in what do you say, 6 months.
Hmm.
I see it. it's it's setting a bar for every fighting game that's coming before it. I mean, after it. So that drop of sand that y'all see, that game gonna.
Violence all day long.
Notice Jones, I didn't even address it.
I had to get y'all for that, but
You know what?
that
Matter of
game,
fact, hold on. Hey Jones, watch this. Now I'm finna tear his ass now. He ain't safe now. He ain't safe
that game,
now.
Violence all day. He been
Oh no
choosing
no no,
violence.
Jones, I got your back, bro. You see that right there?
Right on.
That black and white that say he ain't safe no more.
I'm trying to tell you.
but Mortal Kombat gonna have to come with it. The new Under Night gonna have to come with it. I heard that they was talking about doing a world tour mode for Guilty Gear because everybody was liking everybody was liking what they seen with how Street Fighter was doing their world tour mode. How you can create your character and customize the character and actually go online and play with your own character. It gives something for casuals to latch on to and have something of their own to like bring into the game. You have the casual as the side of the game and the pro side of the game, so it's mixing both sides well. We ain't never seen any fighting game do that ever. So if this doesn't work, I don't think anything in FGC would work. So I mean,
That's true.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true. If this don't work, nothing will. I totally agree with that. J Scott, what you got for him?
Listen, once Street Fighter 6 drop, it's game over. At this point, it's Street Fighter and Tekken 8.
Mhm.
Everybody else,
All
they
in line.
yeah, fall in line.
I mean,
Fall
yeah,
in line.
yeah. I
And
mean, and you got a lot of those games that have those core followers. That's what's gonna keep them alive. That's what's gonna sell tickets, and that's what's gonna keep payroll up to date because they got that core fan group. You know
The
what I'm
crazy
saying?
thing about it, all the other FGC fighting games are flocking to Street Fighter right now. You got the Mortal Kombat heads playing Street Fighter 6, looking forward to Street Fighter 6. You got the Dead or Alive heads over in Street Fighter. You got the Soul Calibur heads in Street Fighter. You got the
But
guilty gear.
look at what you just named. Two of the three of them games are dead right now. Like
You got the Tekken heads over in Street Fighter, and you got the guilty gear heads in Street Fighter.
Sheesh.
I don't think Guilty Gear folks know where they belong anyway. That's why they play Guilty Gear. It's just
It's
like
like
look, it's like what do we play? It's like Street Fighter, but not Street Fighter. What do we play? I don't know. It's called Guilty Gear.
Right.
but
And
I
what was
think
that
this
other game that was like Guilty Gear? Blaze Blue.
Yeah.
To me they were one and the same at one time.
but I think this Evo is gonna set records for participants for Street Fighter for any
Oh,
for
absolutely.
any game. My bad for
Absolutely.
break you
And,
off, cut you
and
off, Joe.
oh yeah, go ahead, Joe. Finish up.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, you got what you've been given with Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, NRS.
Grain of
Yeah,
salt.
NRS.
A grain of
That's
damn sand.
that's all I'm getting with that.
That's what y'all hitting on right now.
You got Mark of the Wolves too. We still need a little bit more from that. I heard something that they're actually supposed to be working on another Killer Instinct, but the developers that I'm hearing might be getting that. I'm not really feeling because it's between Bandai Namco and who's the other one? Oh, Arc System Works. So
No, so it's gonna
yeah,
either be Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue.
right, or Tekken like with the new Killer Instinct. I don't know about
At this point, you just can't come out with a normal fighting game.
yeah.
With how Street Fighter set the bar, you just can't come out with a. It's gonna fail because Street Fighter set the bar so fucking high, and they got it's crazy right now.
But
The
Bandai
FCC is open.
Namco on a Killer Instinct game?
Yeah, either them or Arc System Works.
That's not gonna work.
So it's gonna be DBZ Instinct,
Yeah,
Killer DBZ Instinct.
yeah, and that's where they might just lose me as a Killer Instinct fan.
Damn, that's cold. So, but let me throw this out there though. One thing I've noticed about a lot of the stuff that Street Fighter 6 is doing has been done already. The Creative Fighter, it's been done. The
Mhm.
World Tour was called the Conquest mode about close to 20 years ago. Conquest spelled with a K, by the way.
Mhm.
The what else? It was something else, but it had been done already. What's that new mode they got? I think it's called Extreme mode,
Yeah.
where you got the bull running through the stage and all that. Mortal Kombat was doing that with the towers on X and 11. So these are things that have been done, but it's one of those things to where when you know it's your last turn at bat, and you know if this fails, we're done. You got to go for the home run swing, and
Yeah.
and you got to go after the ones who's hit home runs before you. But
Mhm.
I do want to acknowledge the fact that these things have been done, but have they been perfected? Absolutely not.
Acknowledge me.
The thing about the Mortal Kombat towers were they were single player endeavors. With the extreme battles from Street Fighter, you can take those online. You can play different people with those. And you can
Once it,
set them up. You can customize the extreme battles how you want them. Or you can have the bull come by, or you can have the bull come by, and you can have a little Mega Man bot run around, and you can
yeah,
have the Earth Shake.
right. But once again, it's taking something that was done. Like they're what they're doing. They're taking a lot that was done already, and they're perfecting it. They're
Hmm.
giving a lot of 75s and turning them into hundreds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
okay, yeah. Because I mean, the conquest mode for 2005 was pretty good.
yeah. It was deep in Mortal
It
Kombat.
For 2005, the conquest mode was next level. But they took that some 18 years later and said, we seen where it was good and we seen where we could make it better. And they had, I mean, you got 18 years.
Yeah.
You ain't got no damn choice but to make it better.
Raise the stakes.
Yeah,
Well,
and they did. Like they have really pushed all their chips in the middle and said we're all in. One of the things I'm interested in because I see this game having at least on the minimum a 5 year life cycle. That's on the low end.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Hmm. It might have a longer than 5 year shelf life.
That's why I said that's on the low end.
Yeah.
5 years. That's why I say at least 5 years. So I'm thinking about DLC. And Capcom has such a big library. Now, Street Fighter has a big library as well, but Capcom as a whole. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around the circle. Guest character, who you want?
Uh,
I'm
Let's
gonna
start
start
with
with
Man,
I'm gonna start with you, Jones, and we're gonna work around.
you know,
Guest
you know,
character, who you
you know
want?
how I feel about guest characters. I hated it in Mortal Kombat. It
I
was
love
especially
that shit.
it was especially stupid in Tekken because some characters that was in Tekken 7 didn't need to be in there.
First of all, Akuma go where he want to go.
Well, that's a given. We've been lobbying to put Akuma in everything, but Negan, really?
Mm.
Hey, Negan was lit though. Negan was slick lit though. You see Poke Chop play with Negan, it's like a nigga playing with a nigga.
But but you know
It was
what
some
though?
real nigga shit going on.
In all seriousness, though, I probably would say maybe somebody from rival schools, Project Justice being put in there.
But you can't. Those not really guest characters anymore.
They're not what now?
They're not really guest characters anymore.
They
For
are
us,
guest
they
characters.
not, but you know they are for
They
everybody
they,
else.
they don't share the same universe. They're guest characters. Y'all are still guests because they hell in how many years we see one rival schools character show up.
Right.
We got no we got Kyosuke in CVS 2.
Two. Mm-hmm.
Kyosuke was in CVS 2, and then Akira shows up some 100 years later in
The Street Fighter 5.
at the ass end of Street Fighter
Tiffany
5
was
at
in the
that.
background.
Man,
Tiffany was in
get
the
out of
background.
here. She wasn't even playable.
He said Tiffany.
She was
You know
just
what?
playing in the water in the background.
Tiffany and her daughter was in the background.
You looking we live, man. I'd have hung up on you. Talking Tiffany was in the background.
You know what to do. Just mute his ass.
Man, look here. But yeah, hey, rival schools, I definitely agree with it. That's a franchise that was unnecessarily abandoned. Raheem, what you got, man? Guest character for Street Fighter 6.
man, I would actually, I wouldn't mind them putting. Okay, so maybe they could do something like, okay, like how we had Akuma and Tekken. Maybe they could throw a Tekken character on there. I don't have one like off the top of my head, but I would say a character from Tekken or a character from King of Fighters. That would definitely like get people excited because they'd be like, whoa, like that SNK Capcom crossover.
Okay. So you talking complete crossover at this point. Like
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about somebody from the Capcom universe and you done went to another planet.
Hey man, hey, that's Namco was. Hey, they're pretty much notorious for doing that at this point. But
That's true.
but if,
You had a Capcom and an SNK character on Tekken 6. I mean Tekken 7.
yeah, man.
Damn. So he said either a Tekken character or SNK character. That's I mean, for crossover sakes, for that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Bringing what's the dude do Taekwondo? Kim.
Yeah, yeah.
I
They wouldn't
mean,
choose. They wouldn't choose him.
really? That
Yeah.
dude be lit though. He do Taekwondo. He be kicking.
He'll
people.
be lit, but they would choose him.
Yeah. It'd have to be somebody like
Keo,
Keo or
Terry.
Terry.
Big Pippin.
God damn it. God damn it.
But dude, every time there's a crossover, it's Terry. Like goddamn, like Terry got more contracts than fucking Young Jeezy.
Hey, that's Ken with a hat though.
Oh,
That's Pokemon trainer with the ponytail.
Yeah, that's the blind Pokemon trainer.
blonde hair Pokemon trainer. Oh wow.
Hey,
Oh man.
for
All
those
right,
that
JT,
don't know,
what you got guest character, man?
For the guest character, I want them to put Captain Commando in there.
Why?
Why? You just said why the Captain Commando?
no. He talking about the comment.
No, I was talking about Captain Commando, but then the
Oh.
comment, I actually read the words and was just like, God damn it.
Kioske is a trash can. I don't know about what.
Hey, you know what? He was good at rival school.
He was trash. He was a nerd. He-
Man, don't be hating on Keo. That's my dude too. Hey, man, you gonna stop hating on Kioske.
Hey, he had no business being in CVS too.
He was a waste. He was a waste of space in a perfect game.
Nigga, but it's like the thing is, I would have bet the house on him. I like Kioske in rival schools.
If they were guest casters, I do want in Street Fighter 6. Yeah, Street Fighter go anywhere he want. I mean, Akuma go anywhere he want. That is
Akuma go
facts.
any way he damn want. Facts. Big shouts out to Robin Young in the building. What's happening with you, shouting?
Guest
But
characters in Street Fighter 6, Captain Commando, Ruby Heart, or somebody from Darkstalkers. I
is
just
it
want some.
Ruby Heart?
Yeah,
Why do we want Ruby Heart?
just some representation to let people know that Capcom remembers those characters.
It's Marvel, baby.
But that's what I'm saying. Ruby Heart was created just for Marvel too, wasn't she?
She was a Darkstalker character original, but they never came out with the sequel to Darkstalker, so they just threw in Marvel.
Yeah, so she was a character for Marvel. She didn't even make it to the game. That's almost like saying, "Yeah, man, I want King Cobra in the game." Actually, I want King Cobra in the game. I was
It's like-
joking at first, but no, now I'm serious. I want King Cobra, goddamn it. If I don't get King Cobra, look, give me somebody from rival schools. Like I said, that franchise is often forgotten about, but give me rival schools or give me Power Stone.
Plasma sword.
But the thing about it, Captain Commando could be instead of putting Dan as a joke character, he could be the joke character they can put in.
Anything but Dan.
Everybody loves Dan.
But everybody do love Commando too.
Do they really?
Yeah, Commando is crazy popular. You go into a fighting game community, fighting game tournament, and say Captain Corridor. Everybody know what the fuck you talking about. Y'all even know what I'm talking about.
Oh, come on now.
God damn.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Definitely. But yeah, as far as my guest characters go, I'll either want somebody from rival schools, and don't just give me Batsu or Shoma because that's who we see normally. I mean, and don't give me Roy either because Roy ain't nothing but Ken with a short haircut. But I'm serious. You had Diego pop in on Street Fighter 5. Give him a slot. Bring Kioske back. I ain't letting that one go. Don't bring in Hideo because Hideo is a Kuma, but with glasses.
Just bring in the nurse.
Oh no.
What? I'm just bringing the nurse. Have her break some bones.
Oh my god. Hey Jones, why did we invite him?
Man.
I'm
Your
thinking
business.
like Hio with the red suit and the sword. This nigga said, "Yeah, give me the nurse." Wait. God damn it.
What, you want to swim, guy?
Y'all are wild.
Bruh. Oh my god.
Hey yo.
Hell, bring in Hinata.
Oh
They ain't
man,
never
what,
Sakura.
too?
Yeah, Sakura double two.
Sakura too? God dang it.
Hey, you know
But
who I
yeah,
want to see?
I
You said
mean,
what?
A character I want to see come back that we haven't seen in a while is Sodom from the Alpha series. It'll be a surprise if they brought him back.
Sodom from Final
I'm
Fight.
not. I won't be surprised if he do show up in Street Fighter 5 because they got a big emphasis. I mean, 6. They got a big emphasis on the Mad Gear
Oh.
game.
On Metro City. Yeah, he was from
Yeah.
Final Fight originally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this motherfucker here. Kyoko was good as fuck. Yeah,
See?
she was. But at the same time, he ain't being right. You know how he is.
That's all the time, man. He just
You
been
know,
on all day.
All day. He must have knew he was going live tonight. He's like, man, I'm finna be on TV tonight, man. But this turn
Man,
up.
I didn't want to show it up with a do rag on.
Well, here we go.
The disrespect, God.
I'm just
damn.
saying, man.
Here we go.
I'm just Joe got to do where I go, man.
This guy.
You got to fight somebody, man.
Yo ass nigga.
Yeah, got them hands.
You know, Michael Vick used to play with Durago.
Here we go. Here we go. It begins.
Bruh. What is
Hey.
wrong with this dude, man?
You know what? This is what happened when you have adult supervision, right here. This
Yeah.
is exactly what go on. He is at entitled 2 minute hours to his own inhibitions, and well, this is what happened.
Oh,
Shit,
the
God
result.
damn it! All right, Jones, I'm swinging it to you, man. So you done sent me some interesting videos in the last couple of weeks.
Mm.
Really kind of lended to what our topic is tonight about just what's going on and the mind state of people who are not only new to fighting games, but also that are people who are existing fighting game players who have lended to a new way of thinking. I wanted you to roll that in though, just to kind of let the people know like what's really going on out here.
All right. So there's this video that I had sent you about video games not being as popular or whatnot, and how fighting games in general are losing people or whatnot. The thing of it is, like something JT you've been saying for a while, and a lot of other folks, everybody wants to be good from the beginning, and you can't just start playing a fighter game and just expect to start beating everybody. And it's one of them things, like, again, what he always said, you got to learn the fundamentals of these fighting games in order to go far. If you don't know them fundamentals, man, you might as well just stop playing that game altogether.
Or any other one.
Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts. And it's one of those things like in recent months, I've gotten a whole nother level of respect for I mentioned him on the show. If I don't like you, you get no free pub right here on the dope show. But Jay Wong has really garnered a new level of respect for me because Jay Wong wasn't just a Street Fighter player. Jay Wong is a fighter game player.
mm-hmm.
When Jay Wong did that little series of videos, he only did two. And truthfully, Jay Wong could make mail off that material. Matter of fact, I really wish Jay Wong would shut the fuck up, make me his agent, and write a book, and I'll sell it.
Mm-hmm.
That's material that could really be sold. But he knows the audience that's out there now wouldn't read it. They wouldn't take it to heart like how we would because we came from that era. When you first put that game in, you're expecting to get your ass whooped for like the first month, in theory.
Mm-hmm.
So your whole job, is to get better. You know what I'm saying? In that month of getting punished, your whole job is to be trying to get better at that fighting game. So that whole how to get better at fighting games that Jay Wan did, like yo, that video I will endorse loudly because he know what he's talking about. That's a fighting game player. Not it's not a Street Fighter player. That's a fighting game player.
A lot,
Go ahead.
a lot of people. Um, Another thing about a lot of people don't know how to take loss and learn from loss. It's it's a really it's a skill to learn from your losses. A lot of people give up easily. Like once they get beat, I've seen it countless times with a lot of people that I played over the years. They give up instantly. They give up instantly once I beat them a couple of times. I even find myself going easy on certain people because of that. Because so many people I've played just gave up on me. And it's a horrible feeling when somebody gives up on you because they're like, you just don't want to. They don't want to play with you anymore. It's like it's terrible, man. I'm telling you.
They take their losses too personally. They ain't letting themselves, like, you can have fun and you can lose and have fun at the same time, but you can learn too.
That's
Like
it.
the thing is, you can't take your losses too personally. or you'll just leave the game. You'll drop the game.
Right. At the end of the day, we're trying to have fun, and most people ain't trying to have fun. They trying to they taking it like Raheem said, they're taking it personally.
Hmm.
And if you're not having fun, you're not learning. That's what my mindset is. I always come. Excuse me. I always come in the game trying to have fun.
Yo, to
And
give
if
me a piece of that burger though.
Okay.
if I'm having fun, I'm learning. Because if you're having fun, you're under less stress, and when you're under less stress, your mind is open to learn.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Lost
and
the
I,
That's
quote.
cool.
and I think another thing too that
Hmm.
people should do is really like try to make small goals for yourself. Like just observe your playing and find a specific area that you're weak in, and or maybe I'm weak at blocking this, or I'm weak at reacting to this, or just a little thing. It can be real small, and just work on that aspect and start from there, and then just continue to build from
But
there.
here's the thing, though, Raheem.
Execution.
What you're describing, and what everybody in this room knows, what you're describing, it's called the grind. But the
Yeah.
problem is they don't want the grind. They want it handed. Like, here you go. Now you're good. Here
Mhm.
you go. Now you can go to Evo. Here you go. You can beat Taquito. It's not like that. Like the
You could
grind is
Daigo
what
Prairie.
you said. What?
Daigo Prairie. Hell first.
Right. You can instantly Daigo Perry. Here you go. You
but
gotta
that's
understand with the Daigo Perry, the reason why it's still
mm,
so heralded at a high level is because at the time it had never been done before, and he did it on a fly. Like, do we know that Daigo practiced this or not? Nobody knows if he ever practiced this for some situational type shit to happen. What we do know is at Evo, what was that, Evo 2002? He blocked a damn 16 hit combo
all right.
with all parries. That's basically, and for my people that don't know, in Street Fighter 3, you have your block when you hold back. Your parry is done by hitting forward. It's almost like blocking with your chin out. And he was able to do this 16 times consecutively
Yeah.
And
on
pause
the
in the middle.
fly with a very small timing window. The Daigo period will always be go. Yeah, people are recreating it now, making videos, this, that, and the third. So the fuck what? In 2002, this man did it on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was experience. Like that's something that just for him, as long as he's been playing Street Fighter, that's something that was like natural for him. Like because he just been playing the game for so long. Like he's that's experience.
But
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's
mhm.
the beauty about Street Fighter Six. From what I've seen in the menus and all the things, there's training modes, the tutorials. It has all the tools to allow a newcomer to get into the game to
Country, hold,
learn.
hold that thought right quick, country, because you finna get into something I want to roll into in a second. Let me jump in the comments right quick. Yo, I got my brother Knowledge Love in the building. Peace to the God. Yo, I see you out there, brother. Salute. But what? Let's get into that. But before you get in, because you was finna dive into something. I hadn't even put the water in the pool yet. But I'm watching a video last week. I can't remember if Jones sent it to me or I sent it to you. But this brother made a statement that the reason why people aren't getting into fighting games is because they're too hard. They're too hard, and not only are they allegedly too hard, but the game doesn't teach you how to play it. Now, before we get into that part, I am a high school teacher. Do you realize how many times I hear, man, I'm failing because Miss Steve don't be teaching like that? Hell, you talking about? Motherfucker, I'm good at what I do. I'm damn good at what I do. I love what I do because y'all don't pay me enough to do it for not the love of it. So I'll be teaching. But at the same time, that's the same mentality going into video games. So it's like, The game, I'm getting my ass whooped because the game didn't teach me how to play it. I'm sorry, but before we get into this, and everybody in this room can attest to this, y'all remember where before there were tutorials in game, we had to get the book out of the box and read it,
Mm,
or we
Yeah.
had to get the Electronic Gamers Monthly, or we had to
mhm.
get the new Game Pro, or we had to buy a
Mhm.
player's guide and actually study pages. These pages
Mhm.
didn't have motion, people. We were literally getting picture, 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 and inputs at the bottom, and we had to study those
Yep.
to learn. I learned how to do a cross up and Street is Super Turbo from reading a player's guide. The terminology, I learned it from a player's guide. Reading, people. That's why I keep telling you. They told you back when you were 4 or 5 years old. Reading is fundamental. But y'all are handed this shit. Like literally whole video tutorials. Y'all got
Mhm.
YouTube now. It's one of those things to where when you looking at a combo on a fighting game, you can't quite get it down. You can hit a button, they'll show you what it's supposed to look like.
Exactly.
There's no excuses. Farrakhan said that in the age of information, ignorance is a choice. If y'all can't get it down, yo, it's not the game's fault. It ain't because Mr. Steve wasn't teaching. Nah, y'all just failed to prepare. So prepare to fail.
Yeah.
My brother said Game Pro. Yeah, Game Pro, man. I'm telling you, Game Pro was it's like an encyclopedia back then. Game Pro, tips
Yeah.
and tricks, EGM,
Game fan.
Game Fan. And then when we finally got the internet that wasn't plugged in with the phone cord, what was it? Game Facts,
Mhm.
FAQs,
Yeah.
God, Game Spot,
Game
Game
Spot, Cheat Code Central.
Cheat Code.
Okay,
Oh,
Chico Central.
not Triple C, Cheat Code Central. Okay.
Ah!
Yes, yes, indeed.
GCC.
That boy brought up Triple C. Hey, yo.
GCC.
Oh my God.
Hey, I used to live and die by that Cheat CC, boy.
Man, come
Oh.
on now. Come on now. Up, down, left, right, up, left, down, left, right.
Right.
I don't even know what game that goes to. Yo, Pete God, let me know what game that goes to, because I don't even recognize it. Up, down, left, right, up, left, right, right.
Hold down, hold star, push A.
Right. Is it?
Nah, I don't know what the fuck that
Nah,
is.
that ain't the Contra code.
But
I'm about to say
yeah,
it ain't the Mortal Kombat code either. But you know what? I'm telling you, I still got Game Genie codes like just ingrained in my head from Super Mario 3.
Game Genie. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had a Nintendo Game Genie. The problem is it didn't work on the first Ninja Gaiden, so there's that.
I had
Matter
a
of fact,
Game Genie for
it
Super
didn't work on the
Nintendo.
first or the third Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden just hard just because.
Hmm.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get to that today. How y'all right here been there, but not me. Negative. Goddamn Marco Key in the building, y'all.
Man.
I
That dude
got
say,
I got roaches.
I got roaches.
Idiot, man.
Hey, y'all see what I gotta go up. I gotta be put through, right? This is
I got roaches.
oh man, yeah. Hey, you know what I had started doing? I ain't
Oh
gonna
my
lie.
God.
Rather than paying $5 or $6 for the magazines, I would take a pen, snatch out the subscription card, and then I would write all that shit on the subscription card. Like anything that I needed, I write it on there real quick, put that bitch in my pocket.
Or be some of them people that just rip the whole goddamn pages out the book and
I
walk
couldn't
out with the pages.
I couldn't like yeah,
I couldn't
look,
stand the people that did this shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Look, my look, I couldn't even deal with that. My parents still love each other. I couldn't live with that in my heart.
Man, listen, I knew dudes that used to get those books, take them to the library, and use the copier to make copies of that mess, just so we could have the fatalities and
Oh yeah.
It was
I
that
remember the only
serious.
Mortal Kombat at the time that put all the fatalities in the book was Mortal Kombat 2 on Genesis. Actually had the fatalities in the book with the special moves. Everything else you had to figure that shit out, or somebody had to know it,
But
or pay $10 extra and buy the player's guide. I think I still got my player's guide for MK4 as we speak.
Ugh.
No, I mean, look, it was 97. Who knew it was bad? Who
Uh,
knew? Who knew?
oh my God, the game was bad. And then
Who
it got
knew?
worse with gold on the Dreamcast. How?
Oh yeah, because guess what? Now you got MK4 with Cyrax in it. Ooh.
And it still had Tanya in it.
Goddamn Tanya. God damn it, Tanya. But nah, so I mean, with that mentality though, like, where are we with this? With the going into this? Because now it seems as if Street Fighter is the usher of the new generation. Can we agree on that?
it is.
Yeah.
From the 09ers, the 16ers, and now we're looking at the 23ers. I guess. I guess they're going to become 23ers. Like,
Yeah.
but if you haven't noticed, the guys like us are really starting to become more and more like relics, to where when we talk, people like y'all, oh y'all
Oh
Yankee.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I heard that so many times.
Listen, I'm at the point now where every time I go somewhere, somebody calling me Unc. I'm like, God damn it, I'm old.
Yo, my students are calling me Unc now, and I'm like, dude, I'm not even 40 yet. So I was like, man, that's what's up, OG. Dude, I still got OGs. I can't be the OG next to an OG.
That was
Look, I
quick.
look up to dudes that's in their 50s and 60s as OGs. I'm not
Yeah.
OG yet. That's what's up, OG. No, you ain't listening. God damn it. But I mean, just with that mode of thinking, to where we can't we are that last generation that came from popping quarters.
Mm,
And
My,
maybe that's really what it is about getting your ass whooped that they don't understand, is that we were paying to get our asses kicked to get better.
hmm
50 cents, 75 cents, sometimes a dollar at a time. Cause we knew we wasn't gonna win, but I
oh,
gotta figure out what this dude next to
stop
me is
rapping.
doing.
Yeah, it was a different environment, and a different time where, like I said, it wasn't no training modes or nothing like that. You was hopping on the sticks, and you was just throwing it. You just had to fight your way through. Like you had to do the best you could.
Hmm.
You just had to just play the game, and you will learn things on the way and pick up things on the way. Playing against
Absolutely.
people. Uh,
Absolutely, and that's real though. Like, we learned a lot of this stuff on the fly. It's a lot of it that I couldn't tell you how I do. It's a lot of it just muscle memory. Like, I have not owned a copy of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 since the eighth, ninth grade Sega Saturn. Yet I can still remember a lot of that stuff just from memory.
same, same. And I actually got a copy of that. Had to buy that at the convention a couple of years ago.
I mean, I still got my Sega Saturn copy, but what am I gonna plug a Sega Saturn up to?
Man, listen.
Right, a whole nother set of problems.
It's I don't know. It's my terminology that I used back in the day. It mystifies. It makes me sound old when I talk to these newer even the old Niners. It makes me sound old when I talk to them about it. They're like, "What you just say?" I say, "I like to do a Hadouken is down forward punch." Like, what is that? Down forward punch? Or I gotta correct myself. It's quarter circle forward punch. Sometimes I'm like, they're like quarter circle forward punch. I'm like, what is that? Then I gotta correct myself again. I'm like,
God
two,
damn
three,
it.
six. It's like I'm going through like three generations of like fighting
Uh,
game terminology, and I'm like, shit. I just gotta keep reminding myself like I can't talk to these people like I'm talking to like my older peers. When I just say
Yeah,
down forward punch, and they know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
and see what's crazy about it is how I learned it. I learned it quarter circle forward. Okay, a quarter circle forward means down to forward.
Down.
Ha- Half circle forward. Okay, back all the way around the forward.
Mhm.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
There you go.
And see, okay, even with Jones. So today we had a conversation today to where I bet you, Jones, tell me I'm lying. When we were talking about how the moves are changing on Street Fighter 6, if a I'll even say if a 16er had read it, a 23er had read it, would they have understood what we were saying?
Hell no.
Nigga, I said, look, hey, this move done changed from DP, what I said, DP punch to goddamn forward 3X punch. Jones immediately knew. It went from goddamn forward down slant,
Mm-hmm.
one punch button, to
Mm-hmm.
forward all three.
Mm-hmm.
The terminology changed.
And the fact that they changed Blanca's, what'd you say, his electricity to what it is now?
The electricity is it's
Quarter
it's
circle
top
back.
yeah, it's Tatsu and it's Tatsu punch now.
Yeah.
And when it's just
See,
been
and I
one,
could say Tatsu punch and he'll know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Quarter circle backwards.
And in all these years, it's just been one punch button.
Yeah, just you better like
That-
Mash.
So,
Mash.
so the reason they did that was they gave a reason for that. They said at the lower ranks, people were losing the characters like Blanca, Honda to mashing, and it was discouraging people from playing the game because they'll lose to one move like hands and electricity.
Stop
Hey,
crying.
that's what the reason they gave. So they haven't. They're trying to be more accessible to everybody, even though I hate that fucking word. But hey,
and this is one of the things that I do not want to happen to Street Fighter 6 is that it loses itself in attempting to be accessible. Because they are and country, you know this.
hmm
As much as you follow Street Fighter, they are very accommodating with this game.
oh, they are.
They are
They
being
really are.
very accommodating.
hmm With the with how much they got in the training mode, it is staggering. If you don't come out, if anybody take this game just a slightly bit serious, and if you don't be just a tad bit better, just grounded, fundamentally grounded. If you just go into the training mode for like 10 minutes and you're not fundamentally grounded, there's something mentally wrong with you because this game teaches you everything that you need to be fundamentally
But the
grounded.
thing was like it's nothing to do in this game though.
Oh man, you're wrong. But
he right though. But see, the problem
he wrong.
is,
He ain't right. He wrong. He wrong.
see, the problem
Oh,
is,
hey
you know,
Jones, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a $3 bill on this one. I'm just wrong as fuck right now. I'm no, I did.
He wrong.
but
I'm gonna be. I can't. I couldn't get with that. Like I'm looking at JT. Like I'm looking at JT as he was sitting next to me. Like what?
dude, and see that right there, that logic is what's wrong with the fighting game community and all video games in general because of the fact that okay, even if he said like he said 10 minutes, they're not going to take that time to put in that 10 minutes. They like you said, they want it now. And you got fighting games, Street Fighter 6, Killer Instinct on the Xbox, even though who the hell has an Xbox that teaches you everything you need to know about fighting games from the basics to the fundamentals, everything. But
Look,
are they going to take the time to learn?
Let me
I'm gonna
say
be
this.
honest with you. What I would do, and it made me think about when I was in high school, like maybe 10th grade. Tekken 3 comes out.
Mm.
And Tekken 3 had had a legit practice mode. Probably one of the first legit practice modes I've ever seen was in Tekken 3. So I saw this on DBZ where Vegeta would go in a hyperbolic time chamber and fight for an hour straight. You know what I'm saying? But really, it's like a year in regular time. So that's what I would do. I would set a clock for like 15 minutes, and you could control what the dummy's doing. I would set the dummy up to 8, and me and this dummy finna fight. Turn him on, set him up to 8, and we finna fight. And then by the end, when the clock goes off, I want to see who has the most damage output. Who hit who the most. Sometimes I was up, sometimes I wasn't. But that was my training regimen back then because I didn't. I mean, that was my idea of how you train for a fight. Get in there and fight. You know what I'm saying? As far as learning shit, well, maybe I could have had some help with that. A lot of taking combos I'm supposed to know to this day that I don't. But I know how to hit that motherfucker in front of me though.
Yeah.
Big shouts out to my LF, Mid Butler in the building. Yo, even
Yo,
though it
hello.
ain't it ain't April no more. God dang, happy birthday anyway. Again.
Hell yeah. Happy
Birthday
What's
birthday.
your
been birthday been gone for a month, but that's all right though. That's
what's
my
your
11. Damn it. It's birthday because I said it is.
what's your finna say
Again.
right here?
Oh,
Huh?
What you finna say right here?
I wanted to say, I think there's this false perception with fighting games where when you pick up and play one, is that you got to mash buttons as fast as possible. And if I mash buttons faster than my opponent, then I'm gonna win. And I think one of the most important things Street Fighter 6 will help people that are brand new getting into fighting games is to break the button mashing mentality and just learn how to be grounded, like just learning how to defend yourself in the neutral and just like basic fundamentals, things like that. I think that's going to help out a lot. I think Street Fighter is going to be a real big help with that.
One of the things I noticed that when it did come to button mashing, if you just mashing a bunch of buttons at one time, what the buttons will do is actually cancel each other out to where nothing will come out.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, if anything, in my head, that would have been what breaks button mashers. But no,
Except for when it come to Eddie.
well, that's
But
different. But even Eddie, when it comes to button masher, is what is it? Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it's back four, back four, back four, four, back four, four, forward three, forward three, forward four, forward three plus four.
We solving math problems with that dude.
Dude, we literally up there with Eddie. You could do this right here, two fingers and the thumb. You could do like this or like this.
I'm
You're Eddie Goat at that point.
trying to tell you.
but people dang, I swear the Street Fighter 6 training mode it has it has a whiff punish tutorial in it.
Yes, it does.
And that should that whiff punish tutorial should teach you everything you need to know about neutral block. It has a blocking tutorial for crying out loud. It has a drive impact tutorial.
High
It
and
has
low
a
blocking.
it has a parry tutorial. It has an anti-air tutorial.
Yeah, those
It,
things are great. Those things are
yes,
great.
it has all types of
I
tutorial. It has
mean, to be honest, this Street Fighter is legit spoon feeding itself to you.
and
Yeah.
plus it also has modern controls. If you
Hold
don't
up. See, hold up. Country, keep doing that. We ain't got that far yet. Truthfully, I was gonna swing it to Raheem to segue into that part of it.
Oh, okay, okay, Bob.
But hold
Go
up.
ahead.
Before you get into the modern controls, but no. Go back to what you said about the tutorial because the tutorial is giving itself to you.
Exactly.
It is
You can
spoon feeding itself.
so they got the thing where you can choose if you get into a rank match, you get beat by a certain character that's spamming the move. You can go into tutorial. You can choose that move and have the computer you can just actually just choose the move and have the computer just do the move. You don't have to input nothing. They made it just easy, so you can just go into the list and choose it,
Wait
and
a
they'll
minute.
just
So that would have been the answer to Blanca's Rainbow Ball in Street Fighter 4.
yeah, you can just have the computer choose the
But I
move.
didn't
They'll
have no
do it,
answer on Street Fighter 4. I just got hit with the motherfucker.
and you can figure out your own way to deal with this move.
Here's the thing, that was 2009, 2010. I still don't know how to deal with that move. And now he can change directions with it.
But hey, they have nowadays. Like I'm just saying, nowadays they have so much tech and so many tools that you can use. There is no excuse for anybody to be sorry in this game. Like flat out sorry. You should be at least competent in the game.
No. No. That's too
You ain't
much.
got to be the. No, you don't have to be the greatest. You don't got to be no world beater, but you can at least be competent in the game.
We'll
I
see.
mean, I get what country's saying. They're giving you enough to where you should not have a C average. But at the same time, guess what? I see him every day. Like, yo, Coach Steve, yo, boom, check it right. So we got like 2 weeks left in the semester, and I'm trying to get an 85. So what's your grade now? I got a 72.
Damn.
Prayer works. That's all I got for you. Prayer. Lots of it.
It's all about work ethic and how they want to do it. If they're willing to do it, but in this day and age, with I hate to bring it up, Call of Duty, Fortnite, and all that stuff, that if instant gratification games,
Ugh.
you got people that just get in those games and just they don't really do anything and participate in those games, but they win, and you feel like you won something.
Yeah.
As in a fighting game, it's just you.
Mhm.
Okay. And once again, country keeps segueing to shit I be wanting to say. But no, no, no. Here's the thing, though. One of the things that you notice about the FGC and everybody that we see in there, a lot of them aren't athletes. This is their athletic field. But for those of us who have actually participated in real outside sports, we know how competition works. And see, I didn't play team sport. I played baseball as a youngster, but my sport was wrestling, which was once again 1-on-1. Me against him with a clock in the middle. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I was like a
Hmm.
real life fighting game character, minus the blood. But so that's why the science of fighting games is just so it's easy for me to coach it. Now, yeah, can I do all the shit I see? Absolutely not. But I can coach the shit out of it because
Mhm.
I know how to see it from a sports lens. I know how to step outside of my body and see, okay, how do I attack this? Do I go here, here, here? Once again, same way with fighting games, the same way with wrestling. Levels and angles, highs, mids, and lows. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Hmm.
But a lot of these guys have never done anything athletic in their life. So that's why they now, for that whole gratification, they call it e sports. So you can say, I'm an e athlete. You a dude that play video games real good, according to me, but you're an e athlete now participating in e sports. But these guys aren't athletes. It's one of those type things you learn with playing sports that you learn from the losses. Your coach is not going to spend all of Monday watching film on a game you won Saturday.
Mhm.
He's going to drill the shit out y'all
Whew.
for a day over a game that you lost. And then Tuesday, oh, we hitting the field and it's finna get ugly. Trust and believe.
And
Because
now
I
I
can't believe you consistently missed that same block all game. Well, guess what? Guess who hitting the pads all day Tuesday?
that's why I say you learn more from losing.
Absolutely. Any coach will tell you that.
But most people don't see it that way.
Everybody
Because
always want to win.
with the generation we got now, with the participation medal generation,
Oh yeah,
losing hurts their feelings.
you were right about that. Participation is key.
But here's the thing though. Y'all ain't had no coach jack you up on the wall. Coaches would damn near beat your ass back in the day. And you know what? What happened? You tell mama about it. Bet you won't fuck up next time.
I'm trying to tell you.
Baseball's not even a contact sport, but I've seen a coach jack a kid up in real life. Ain't nothing contact about baseball.
Except for that home plate collision.
Well, then there's that, because that was legal back then.
Hmm.
I don't think they could do that no more.
I don't think I've seen it lately.
Nah, I don't think you can do that no more.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, so I'm gonna swing this one to Raheem. now JT introduced it, and we finna go ahead and get to the meat of it. We finna pick the meat off that bone, but we talking about modern controls, and for our fans that are watching that don't necessarily understand about modern controls. So you have classic controls, which require a directional input, usually about 2 to 3 motions, sometimes 5 or 6. We start dealing with half circles and a button. You know what I'm saying? We talking about motion and a button, right? With modern controls, they're taking that out and leaving it to where the motion is one input and that same button. So in essence, they're dumbing down the controls. Now, I got that definition out for our fans who are casuals and or not getting non-gamers, period. I'm gonna swing it over to you, Raheem. Modern controls. Where are we with that right now?
Okay, so for the modern controls, I do feel well, I think okay, so for me personally, I don't like modern controls because it doesn't really help teach you how to play the game. It's kind of just a shortcut way of doing executions.
Mhm.
Um, but one thing that I really like that they did, and it probably saved this game, is that they gave you a choice to pick between original and modern.
I give
That
you that. I give you that. I
that
mean,
was
no,
very important. That's very important.
cannot argue with that logic.
Yeah. Um, but other than that, I mean, I feel. I mean, I'm just happy that they gave you the choice. I think that's the most important thing they've done. Uh, but because I'm not personally a fan of modern controls, it doesn't help
Right.
you learn to play the game.
No, and I totally agree with you, Jones. I'm gonna swing this one to you. How do you feel about the fact that they're talking about allowing modern controls in the CPT?
I don't like it.
Hell no.
I don't like it one bit because it's going to
Worth a
allow
damn.
somebody. It's going to allow somebody somewhere down the line in the tournament where they shouldn't even be at to begin with. Because let's just say, for instance, you got somebody on the skill level of not even really knowing the basics playing against a Daigo or a Jay Wong, and they going toe to toe with them. Nah, man, that's disrespectful to those dudes because they put in that grind.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And particularly like a taquito. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I even though we weren't the biggest fans of Street Fighter 5, I cannot let go Evo 2017. Taquito put in that work. That's what that was. That's what that's called right there. That's that work. If you have not seen people, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If you have not seen it, I will suggest go back and look up Evo 2017 top 8, and you'll see what that work looks like.
What that work look like is fighting games is great. That's what it looked like.
That's it. That's all I got for you.
Fight games is great.
It's great. That's that work. So, country, let me ask you this, because you fight a lot between Fightcade, between PlayStation, whatever,
Between
PlayStation Plus,
Jones.
I
between,
knew it was
you
coming.
know what I'm saying, between Jones and his do rag. You got to fight them too, because it's like two characters but one body type thing. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like
ain't
like
gonna
the
know
dude on
this.
KOF, the big dude and the little dude with the Freddy Krueger joints. Yeah. So I is I'm gonna be honest with you, and I want Country to answer this first. It's a question open for everybody, but I want Country to set it off. When it comes to the modern controls and them allowing it in tournament play, is it gonna be one of those things where you think after, let's say let's say the first major, which would be CEO, coming up at the end of June, is it gonna be one of those things to where they're gonna snatch that back after CEO? Or do you think they're going to let that ride through the whole lifespan of this game?
Um, we need more. We need more time with modern controls to see what's a, like what's available with it and what's going on and what they can the scope of it. We need a broader spectrum of it. See You know what I mean? Like what we can get away with and what's cheap with modern controls. Like, are we able to instantly do flash kicks? Are we able to throw
Yeah,
booms and just
yeah,
just not charge booms and stuff? Are we able to do that? Is there a
yeah.
cooldown on booms? Is there a cooldown on flash kicks?
Hit him with your
Like
flash kick.
we need
Uh,
to.
from what I saw, well, when I was reading or whatever, said a flash kick is literally legit because you're dealing with three buttons. You're dealing with special, light, medium, heavy. So
Mhm.
one of the things that I've seen where the restriction is you don't have access to all your normals,
Okay.
and what is it? You have a damage nerf.
Yeah, you do have a damage nerf.
Yeah. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I heard the boom was just like hitting literally legit like hitting the up kick, and that's your boom. I mean not the boom, your flash kick.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna test out modern controls after this. I'm gonna test it out on the demo and see how they work with Luke and Ryu.
You know what? I don't think you're gonna get a really fair representation with Shotos though.
Hmm.
Like I like the fact that you mentioned Guile, or Chun. How do modern controls affect the Chun Li character? Chun Li in a six-button game, Chun Li uses eight of them. You gotta hit every goddamn button on that pad for a fucking Chun Li. You gotta hit start, select, hit the PlayStation button in the middle.
But you right though. It might. It's too many variables there to. Because on the one side, I want to say it's okay because they're so goddamn limited, and on the other side, I want to say no because you got instant flashes and instant booms. Like that's unheard of to be able to throw an instant boom. That's crazy.
Daigo did it,
You
but no,
think about walking up throwing a boom. Do you know how and walking up flash kicking? The flash kick is the ultimate anti-air. That's just
it's so true. It is,
it's a
but
reason that it's a charge move.
Mhm.
yeah, because there is no jumping in on a flash kick.
Yeah. So
But and I wonder, like, okay, let me ask this, and this is a question for the whole group. When dealing with modern controls, is it making it accessible to everyone, or is it a lowering the bar?
Mhm.
mm,
That's a good question.
Hmm.
I think
Damn,
it's
y'all both hit the at the same time.
making it more accessible to for people, for people that have a hard time doing inputs. It is making it more accessible for those people, but at the same time, like Raheem said, it's not really teaching you how to play the game. It's like it's holding your hand, and it's not really teaching you how to actually play the game. So what if they take those modern controls away from you? What are you then?
That's what I'm waiting on, honestly, because I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. Before Evo, their CEO,
Uh huh.
somebody's gonna place high at CEO
Uh huh.
with modern controls. They maybe not they might not win. I don't see them winning. I think an OG's gonna win CEO. Somebody that done, got a little salt on them. You know what I'm saying? That's
Hmm.
who's gonna win CEO. Might be a Mena RD, or it's gonna be one of those mid tier guys like a Mena, or
Chris Tartaria.
yeah, Chris T. You know what I'm saying? With the Cali, or maybe not. But it's one of those things to where I think that's who's they're gonna place high. That's where the pros who didn't make it to that point, like if this place to place third, all the guys from four down who have salt on them, who got real dirt in their wounds, gonna be like, hey man, Their modern shit some bullshit because he wouldn't even be up here. I'm telling you, there's gonna be an unknown. There's gonna be an unknown modern control player that's gonna reach that point, and they're not gonna be good with it. And they're gonna complain enough to where the point where it gets to Evo, and Evo's gonna be like no modern controls. If Evo says no modern controls, guess what? CPT's gonna do the same. CPT's gonna follow suit.
They got to.
Or even before it gets that far, if Asia starts complaining about modern controls, let a top ranked Asian lose to a modern control play American.
Oh my god.
Let that shit happen. Before we'll have the next World War II, they'll, they will patch it. Modern controls will probably be out the damn game.
That's what I'm saying. We need time to see how it's gonna play out. We need time before the game come out. You need to
But
lower the
sometimes
bar.
you have to lower the bar to make it accessible. That is true. That is true. But what does that do for people who are already at or above the bar? You know what I'm saying? Like we got guys right now in the NBA that might be 6 feet tall, 6'1", 6'2", which is short for the NBA, that can dunk. So if you lower the goal to 9.5 feet, 9 feet even, what does that do for the dudes that's 7 feet tall already?
Yeah, modern controls are basically like a handicap.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's hand holding.
When you start getting, when do we stop? When does it stop? When you start doing stuff like that?
Yeah, it's
But
gonna
the
start.
thing is, though, I mean, you've already alluded to something. About a month or so ago, I asked you about Melty Blood, and after you got through cussing me out, which I ain't forgot about, motherfucker. But yeah, after you got through cussing me out, you was telling me, and make sure I don't misquote you, that every button leads to an auto combo.
Yes, yes. And Melty Blood, everybody leads to auto combo, and that's terrible. I hate that aspect of that game. It kind of ruined Melty Blood for me.
And it kind of appeals to what
And
I
see,
was
I
talking
didn't I
about
didn't get
earlier
to
with the
play
button
Melty.
mashers.
Yeah, that appeals to the button
Oh
mashers.
fuck
Yeah.
yeah! Oh fuck yeah! You got a game to where I can mash and look like I'm doing something.
Hmm.
DNF, Melty Blood.
It gives them a false sense of confidence.
Whoo! Tell them again, Jones, in English and Spanish. And then there's motherfuckers like us. But
Hmm.
you know what? And it's funny because I jumped on the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite very late. I can't even say very late in its life cycle because the game was already dead. I just kind of dug up and got me a copy. But I remember hitting country up like, yo, how do I turn off this auto combo shit? How do I turn off this easy super combo shit? He was like, you can't. He was like, well, look through the menu. I'm like, I can't find it. I think it's just on there then. Oh, some bitch. So you have to remember how many times you hit that square button before it pops up easy combo starter. Yo, y'all ain't gonna put that tag on me.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just trying to do a light confirm, and it just starts the auto combo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how to 1-3. What is it? 1-3-2-4. 1-3-2-4 down. What is it? Down two, up into the launch. Go out there and give them the business.
And the thing is, they don't want to separate players, so they don't want people to have to choose between having auto combos and not having auto combos, because most people not gonna choose to have auto combos because see it'll deem them as being what less of a player, so they
But you
not
know
gonna
what?
choose. So they
But
just mix both of them together.
Marvel calls you out on that shit. Marvel pop. You know how in Marvel shit pop up on the side of the screen. Easy
Hmm.
combo,
Yeah.
easy
What?
super,
Yeah. What you call it?
easy
Do it too.
cancel.
What you call it? Do it too. Melty blood. They call it smart steer.
Wow.
I think the logic of the diehards are going to
Is that
play.
the
They don't
diehards
have
are going to play. They don't have to cater to the OGs because they believe they're going to play regardless. They want to draw the casual or the non-player. That's exactly what they're doing.
but
That's exactly what they're doing. But the problem comes in, and you are spot on with that. But the problem comes in is that they're trying to blur the line between the
Mm-hmm.
hardcores and the casual non-players by allowing them to play together with the modern controls.
That
With
ain't gonna work.
allowing modern controls in tournament play, with them already saying that, oh, CPT will have modern controls, you're allowing the casuals to come in with the OGs. Now, can the OGs beat their ass? Absolutely. But for most of the hardcore players I know, they have problems with what we call the unga bungas. That's what JT tell me I'm lying.
You ain't lie.
I know it.
You are
But
not lying.
the first OG hardcore player I know, big shouts out to this brother. I hope I see him soon. Antonio White. He is the reason why I know about final round. He's the reason why I know that FGC is a thing outside of just niggas getting together and beating on each other. Told me that the dudes that he ever had, the most of the dudes that he had problems with playing online was the ones that was just on there mashing. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's on there mashing, you can't read, you can't download because they're doing everything and nothing at the same time.
Mm.
But they also have these people on there that, hey, I forgot what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. My bad.
Hey, you
Put that
stupid.
put that reef in that burger down.
Damn, I lost my train of thought for real.
God damn it. Raheem, what you got, man?
Man, I was thinking with the modern controls, it's going to be interesting to see how everything pans out with them. Um, I to me, I just feel like they give you so much other tools to help you learn how to play the game that the modern controls just putting that extra feature in there is kind of excessive. I would not be surprised if it gets removed from tournaments later. I mean, who knows? But it's I,
Exactly.
I don't know. See, it makes me think about like, is modern controls really that key to drawing in more people to play the game? Because I think a lot of people were already interested in playing the game, already. So I don't know. It's
I think for Capcom, they trying to check every last mark to try to get
Exactly.
everybody,
yeah,
There you go. There you
get
go right
any
there.
and everybody
Yeah.
on
yeah.
this.
They don't want to no stone left unturned.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
Capcom know what they doing.
they trying to get any and everybody. But to hit back on what I was going to say, but I seen a lot of pros already talking about they're gonna try to dabble in modern controls because they say they like how it feels and how they don't have to. It skips putting the input in for the DPs. They say they'll take the damage reduction, but they'll have instant DPs. You see, they don't have an input error.
But you have to be a hardcore to think like that, though.
Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the thing about it. They put these things in here for people that for casuals, but in doing so, you put a like a super cheat in for hardcores. You see what I'm saying?
So what you're describing is DNF,
Yeah, yeah,
and
exactly,
the reason why DNF died because
exactly. You
if I'm not mistaken, when DNF came out and everything linked to everything, you had everybody plus on everything. You had one frame touch of deaths.
oh god.
Two hardcores. That's like god damn. It's like watching porno. What's that like? And so hardcores really went in there and broke the fuck out that game to the point to where the casuals who it was addressed for said, I don't even want to touch it.
Mm.
Hmm.
Some dude came and fucked all on it. I don't want no parts of this shit. But that's what happened with DNF, is it not?
It's dead. They
And,
had
and
like
you better be thankful that ain't what happened to Dragon Ball. Because hardcore start creeping in there. You gotta think Goichi was a SNK player at one time, was he not?
Gucci dabbles in everything.
So that's what I'm saying. But SNK to me, and I will stand on this hill and down that motherfucker. SNK is the most complex set of games out there, set of fighting games. It
Hmm.
don't get no harder than SNK.
I think 13 was the peak.
I'm talking about just as a brand,
Yeah, I
as
know
a
what you.
genre.
I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I get you because they did start turning that volume a little bit this way. I get
Yeah.
it because I had 14 and I was like, it's feel a little easy to be SK. I don't know how I feel about this. But no, I'm serious. Um Goichi I knew of him as an SNK player.
Mm.
He picks up DBZ fighters and he's beating the world. The whole world, Craig. Now it's one of those things to where okay, Sonic Fox comes from NRS. NRX has yet to dabble in the modern control scheme. Now NRS doesn't have a lot of sweep motions like your quarter circles and your half circles, but actually NRS does have half circles. NRS has half circles and they got the quarter circle back forward.
Mhm.
NRS has those motions. So you get Sonic Fox who's from that era versus a dude that's used to playing goddamn pretzels, and they take over the world of DBZ.
Mhm.
And DBZ has quarter circles. DBZ has sweep motions.
Yeah, they took over for a while.
What you say about at least 2 3 years? It was just Sonic Fox and Goichi.
Um, I would say that first and a half year. It was the first and a half year
I would say first two. I give them first two.
because that first Evo, there was there. I think the second Evo, you start seeing Leffen came around. Um,
Oh, that
some
French dude.
yeah, the French dude. Some other people started coming around. Then the rise of the other French guys, Wawa and them.
Yeah, them French guys got it in. I can't even front. They fucking got it in.
So yeah, I mean, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, so if you bring something simpler to somebody who's used to the more complex, they're gonna run it in the ground. They're gonna body that shit.
That's why I'm kind of afraid of that because a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of. I've been in exchange with recently, and they've been eyeballing modern controls, telling us they're gonna give it a try and see how well they like it.
So you saw the video with Jay Wong playing with modern controls on purpose now. Now he
Yeah,
did like I said, he wanted to fuck around with see how I was gonna play or whatever. He was gonna mess around with it. And yeah, Jay Wong was up there. Jay Wong was looking like next level on a damn demo.
yeah, it was the beta, but well, we'll we'll see how when the game come out though, because I want to see how they're gonna balance the modern controls when the full game release come out. I'm pretty sure they're gonna hit it and try to make it as balanced as possible.
Good luck with that. Here's what's funny about it that we're even having this conversation. Jay Scott, I'm gonna swing this one to you. Do you not remember when we played Marvel versus Capcom and they had easy and normal mode and we would purposely not pick easy mode?
Mhm.
Like, why are we even having this conversation?
You know what? Dad, I don't know, man. Like, why would anybody want to try to choose that mode? That's putting a handicap on me, and I don't like that. I'm talking about you got the easy blocking and easy combos or whatnot,
Oh,
and
they got the auto block, the easy combos. You double tap a button and a special will come out.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you know what? Mortal Kombat back in the day, I want to say it was an option on Trilogy. They had one button combos on there. I hated that.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't an option, it was a cheat code.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a
The
cheat
cheat
code.
code was like the one button fatalities, just depending on which one you picked. So
Yeah,
it was like fatality one, fatality two, brutality, and animality, or some shit like that.
yeah.
But
It had it with the
but
combos
with,
too.
with trilogy, can we count that? Trilogy was a fucking it was a nut house. Trilogy
Hey,
is if everybody in this room right now got stoned on some meth and said, "Let's get on the sticks."
see, my thing is, it's like I don't like pre preset buttons for like combos or whatnot. Because like, take for example, okay, I play with King on Tekken. All right, now you got to
Mm.
be
And
hell
see,
in
y'all,
order.
y'all are fucking with me right now because we were gonna segue into that. Jones, go ahead.
It's like I play with King, and if you doing his slam combinations, me personally, I like to be able to go in there and and do this button combination, that button combination, or whatnot in order to pull it off. I don't like that handicap where I just go in there, press one button here, press one button there. I'm like, that kind of defeats the purpose to me. I hate
Jones,
that.
everybody wants to be included.
Ah, learn how to play the game. I
Everybody, you
did,
can't do that. You can't do that in this day and age. You got to include everybody.
You know what
man.
though? And this is a question for the whole group. I'm just throwing it out there for everybody. What happened to that feeling to where you've been drilling this combo over and over again in the practice menu? You done beat on the computer ass with this combo. You done found you some openings. That feeling that you got when you finally played somebody live and pulled off that seven string, that eight string. You pulled off the king throw combo. You pulled off the Yoshimitsu taking three touch of death on a live person. And that feeling you got of
That feeling of accomplishment.
It's
you got
rewarding.
you look at that motherfucker like you goddamn right that's just what happened.
Yeah,
And if you let me, I'm gonna do it again.
boy,
There's not many people out there that get that sense of fulfillment no more.
man.
But you know what you know why I attribute that to a country though? It go back to something I said earlier. That feeling a lot of times come from athletes, real athletes. And I'm gonna speak on that right quick. You done practice all week. Coach on your ass. Coach on cuss you out. You fucking up at practice. Coach showing you tape from the last game. You have had a whole week to get ready for this week's game or this week's match. Coach teaching new moves. He got y'all running the heel on off days. But after that first 3 minutes is up, then y'all go 1-1 or back. I think back then it was 3-2-2. And they stand right there and they raise your hand because you either done lasted longer than the other dude or you got that pin. That's where that practice went to. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mm.
That's where it all went to was to get your hand raised.
But we talking
But but
practice.
practice. Well, see, AI didn't have to practice. He had knees crossover since Kenny Anderson.
Mhm.
But my thing is not only being able to win, but that sense of accomplishment to where you done pulled off a move to where you past winning at this point. You just bust somebody ass. I just say it like that. You just bust their ass to where it's like, yeah, motherfucker. Now it ain't even no I might have slightly beat you a little bit. No, I just whole drug your ass. You got whole handled just now. That just happened. What happened to that feeling of want to whole handle motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That dog and people ain't there no more.
But do you think that's a result of lowering the bar?
It's the result of um. Just it's the result of being having participation awards.
Mm. Speak on it.
It's the result of you don't really have to try to feel good. Like you can just show up and you will be awarded. Like what world do you live in? Do we live in where that's acceptable? You can just show up and be okay. Let's give him a medal for just participating. No, the top three supposed to get an award because they fucking try. They were the standouts. So what's the point of fucking being a standout if everybody's getting an award? Then what's the point of fucking trying if everybody else is getting like?
You know what? And the thing is, country. I want to just add on to that right there. So I make it a point to make it known that I got two ATL's hottest awards for DJing. Right?
Hmm.
You know how long it was after I've learned that there was an ATL's hottest. how long it was before I got the first one. Not my first award, my first DJ award, which is the one I coveted the most. That's the one I said, yo, I got to have one. And it was two. It was the fifth year of running. Literally five. It took me 5 years after I learned that ATL's hottest was a thing to get my first DJ award. You see what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
this is at this point. I had done been a DJ for. I was in the teens at that point. Like I had been a DJ for something teen years. It's not a gimme, and it's gonna take a minute. Even with fighting games, and maybe you know what I'm saying, the lifestyle. It's not gonna take you some teen years to get good at a fighting game. If not, you're just play with your friends because
Yeah.
this ain't for you.
You think
This
what you call it? Ray.
Yeah,
You think modern gaming got a thing to do with it?
I think so a little bit because a lot of newer generation has grown up with team-based games, so they a lot of their gratification does come from like just participating, just like participation, trophies, that kind of thing. So when it comes to a fighting game, it's like you're not on a team. If you lose, it's kind of like on you, and it's like you
no, ain't
gotta.
kinda. It is on you.
Yeah,
You got your ass whooped.
yeah, and it's like up to you to do that personal self reflection to really understand. Okay, this is what I did wrong. I need to work on this. Watching matches and things like that, and practicing to help yourself improve, and that's something that I do think that hasn't been real common with the newer generation of games. That's not a thing that's really yes, it's not a thing that's really common because a lot of it honestly is team based. A lot of games, most popular games are team based games, multiplayer games, team based games. So
It's funny that you say that too. It's real funny that you say that because I can't disagree with it. I agree with everything you said. I think what like throws me though is that with that being said, I'm looking over the landscape right now. Mind you, I told you I coach a one-on-one sport. I coach wrestling, but everybody want to play football. Football season over. Everybody want to run and play basketball. Everybody after that, everybody want to go run track. Even though there's a big gap between track and basketball and wrestling, they want to go run track. But everything I named that they rather do rather than wrestling, even though wrestling is a team sport, it's team sport on points. But as an individual, you're scored as an individual. You know what I'm saying? It's not like when you playing Call of Duty and we done ran through a fucking hour set and I got 2 kills and 20 losses. 20 deaths. I've been shot 20 goddamn times, but I got 2 kills though. That count for something. But my team as a whole wins. Yeah, it don't work like that with wrestling because you taper off after so long to where once you get to regionals and sectionals and state and all that, yeah, you don't taper it off. You ain't got no points. You ain't got no wins. You go over there. But this part of the team goes on. I think the whole rewarded for being a part of the winner thing, that's a problem. That is a problem. And I'm not quite sure how Fortnite worked, but I think this generation that we're inheriting right now are Fortnite kids.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
So that you don't even know the whole two energy bars and a clock in the middle. That's basically saying my ass against your ass.
yeah,
Mhm.
And we got the clock to worry about. They don't even understand that concept. But
yeah,
that is 100 bare basics of Street Fighter. Street Fighter was the first one to do that.
And
Two energy bars and a clock in the middle was Street Fighter first.
the
Yeah.
thing is, fighting games require a lot of they require a lot of time and attention. Kids nowadays attention spans aren't that they got small attention spans. They want to move to the next thing real fast. Like just like how these battle royals are. You get into a game, you die, you start another one. While
Mhm.
fighting games, you got to stay into that fighting game and stay focused.
Yeah, it's they're an investment kind of similar to RPG, just in a sense of just time invested into it. Like you. This guy,
God
and
damn
I,
it. JG, let go.
but,
Eric,
Come back.
y'all stupid. but
oh,
but but let me finish. But
Bring
I
it
think,
home, Ryan. Bring it home. 'Cause I
but
know
but
you got it.
but I think that's why JRPGs and fighting games in general are hard for people to get into nowadays because they are a time sink. They are an investment, but
Mhm.
you are rewarded for your investment if you know how to see it that way. You know, so I think that's why fighting games in general just they've always had a hard time appealing in this modern era because they're just hard to get into. It has a bit high barrier to entry, and once you get into it, it's a journey. It's a long investment to get to a certain level in those games.
Mm.
yeah.
So from what I'm getting from that is that fighting games are the bar, is what it sounds like.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you compare it to other gaming genres, they are unique.
I think from what I'm getting from what you said is that the fact that it's not easy to get into, which leads to a level of exclusivity, but
Mhm.
also it's even harder once you get into it to get to a different echelon to raise in those tier bars. It's a lot harder. So we talking about exclusive versus exclusive VIP. You can't even see me no more.
It's levels.
Yeah.
It's levels, bro.
Absolutely, that's what I'm sound. That's what it sounds like. I'm hearing. So from what Raheem is telling us is that you got to be exclusive to be in this club, y'all. FGC, yeah, should have an E
They
in front of it for exclusive.
they
Mm.
did. They had an AT&T Annihilator Cup tournament. Well, where all the big streamers were playing different games, and one of the games that so happened to show up in the tournament was Street Fighter.
Which one?
Street Fighter Five.
Okay, we'll count that.
And with that being said, all these streamers they play FPSs, but when it came to them playing fighting game, when they came to playing Street Fighter, they was like, how the hell do people play these type of games? You gotta be so meticulous. You gotta be frame perfect. As a person, when I play a fucking shooting game, I can just go in there, shoot everybody, and just kill everybody instantly. And they were like, this is like one of the hardest genres to get into.
Why? Well, why? Because it requires you to have skill.
That's what they were saying. They're like, this is the hardest genre to. They're like, he said, fuck FVSs, fuck shooting games. This right here is the hardest genre to fucking play. I don't care what anybody says.
I'd have told you that. Why didn't you just call me? I told him that instantly. I'm gonna be honest. FPS has got them caught on like that because one, like you said, with the short attention span, they were constantly changing. You get tired of this one, guess what? In a year later, a new one's about to drop.
Mm-hmm.
You lose, guess what? 30 seconds, you're gonna respawn and go back at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You lose in a fighting game, guess what? You lose 3 times in a 5 game set. You got some stuff to think about. Go
you gotta
reevaluate your life.
you
Go sit
gotta
down real
hold
quick.
that way.
Now you gotta go sit down and go think about some shit. You gotta go think about, you know what? Am I a Street Fighter 5 player or am I a Smash player? Do I
Oh,
want to pick do I want to pick Ken or I do want to pick goddamn long hair Pokemon trainer?
Mm-hmm.
These are
just
real life questions some guys have asked themselves. You remember Jones, you follow MKX. You remember DJT and MIT, the
Yeah.
brother, the Terry brothers. Yeah. It got to the point of where MIT eventually ended up becoming a Smash player. Yeah, beat that boy to the bottom rungs of FGC. You play Smash now, nigga.
Yeah. And
But I
see,
just
I think that's what that video was alluding to because a lot of people, like he was saying, feel that fighting games are so difficult to play. Everybody just bow out and try to find something a lot easier to get into. It take a lot of dedication to get into fighting games, and
hmm
people they ain't trying to hear all that. They just want to get in something where they can feel like they can dominate, and they
so
can't with those fighting games.
so what's crazy is what you telling me, Jones, is that people would rather pay the regular ass $10 to be a regular motherfucker in the club rather than pay go ahead and pay the 40 and go VIP.
That's it.
Oh wow, nah. Ooh,
That's why
ooh.
FPSs are so popular.
And that part I don't understand.
See, the thing is, I what's the one thing that every Call of Duty game that get ready to drop with the commercials? What's the main thing the commercials always have?
Celebrities.
There
celebrities.
you go.
Oh, did you see the joint I sent you with Kevin Durant
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the
See,
in the in the next I think in the next patch or the next drop of one of these Call of Duties, Kevin Durant's supposed to be in it.
see, and they had Snoop in Call of Duty.
They had I remember commercials. They had Lil Wayne. They didn't had Ronda Rousey.
But
See,
Street Fighters had Lil Wayne doing their showcase though.
Do you count that? Really, nigga? Lil Wayne was reading off a screen.
right. I mean, because it's like when you look at these games, especially like with Call of Duty, like I said, Snoop, Kevin Durant, Nicki Minaj, Michael B. Jordan,
Yep,
everybody under the sun campaigning for Call of Duty. Everybody finna go play that new Call of Duty, even if it is trash, which more than likely it is.
it is.
Everybody's still gonna play it.
That's crazy. So, I mean, when we look at if you say that, Jones, one of the things that we look at as FGC members is we treat our own members as the celebrities. You know why? Because everybody can't pick this shit up and play it.
There you go.
I have seen videos on IG where Snoop walked into the room with a pistol and laid everybody down in the room.
Mhm.
On Call of Duty now.
Yeah, I
Now,
saw that.
I don't want y'all to think like, oh my god, Snoop's a murderer. No, 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 no. It was all digital. Snoop walks in this room with a pistol and lays the whole room down on Call of Duty.
Hmm.
But we are still some almost 8 years later trying to figure out if Lupe really beat Daigo. Here's the reason why you don't see a lot of celebrity appeal with the FGC and this thing of ours is one, everybody can't do it. Two,
Hmm.
we herald our own celebrities. To me, Daigo's a celebrity. When it comes to Mortal Kombat, what was the brother name? I took pictures with him and everything. He was a Samoan brother. I never fully auto. He was a MKX player. He played with Jackie.
Perfect Legend.
Perfect. Wait, what? No, I almost co-signed that shit. Hold on, shut the fuck up. No, 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 no. But I got pictures with Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox is a NRS celebrity. Dragon, I walk past him. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want that to get on. I don't want him to get on my shirt. It might be like,
Oh no.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, but then there's like I said, I met Daigo. I mean, Arturo Sanchez. Like these guys, like we have our own celebrities to where if a celebrity does reach out, like a Xavier Woods, like a Kenny Omega, oh, we gonna welcome him in. But we don't need them to sell the game. The game's gonna sell itself. We just like for y'all to come on in and at that point now everybody's gonna be pining like, yo, I want to be Kenny Omega in Tekken 7.
Yeah.
I want to be the Xavier Woods in Street Fighter.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're regular people to us, and what we do, they're celebrities outside of what we do. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But when you look at other games, they make the celebrities of their game. Snoop's in Call of Duty. Kevin Durant. What if Kevin Durant can't shoot straight? Yeah, I mean on the court, he's a dead eye. Off court, he's cockeyed probably. Who the hell knows?
Mhm.
Who the hell knows? I'll say that for the state of the FGC, where like if we were to have this conversation this time next year, where do you want it to be? I'm gonna
Hmm.
I'm gonna start with country. You going last? I'm gonna start with Jones Scott Jones first.
Hey, I still wanted to be where it's about to start at once Street Fighter Six drop because because for like the longest time like the FGC was kind of dead and it's
It
like
it has had peaks and valleys.
yeah and it's like with the games that we getting ready to have come out soon, dude. I want to see us still playing Street Fighter Six, Tekken 8, and whatever else they give us up until next year, this time next year, and so forth or whatnot. We need that.
Mm-hmm. Raheem, what you got for him?
Man, I think next year, I think the FGC is gonna be in a good spot. I think it's gonna be a very vibrant scene. Uh, just because Street Fighter Six and Tekken 8 doing their thing. Um, and I hope to see a lot of people, pick up these games and enjoy them. Learn that they're deep, fulfilling experiences. If you really just sit down and invest time with them, they're really fun games to play. Um, and I hope people learn how to. I hope people learn how to play fighting games. Like going in next year, like just
Mm-hmm.
just learn how to play and have fun. Don't take your losses so personally. Um, yeah, the tools are there for you, man. Street Fighter Six giving y'all
Dude,
the tools, man.
too goddamn many tools. Hey, you gotta think. Did you see the thing where they had what is it called? Like a character breakdown to where you could pick a character and it gives you the 0100 on just that character.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, I'm gonna sit through that and watch it like 30 times to figure out this new DJ.
Hey, same.
Yo,
Eh,
DJ look fucking nuts. I want in on this shit.
yeah, I'm interested to see what World Tour does too with helping people learn how to play.
You,
That's
you know what?
interesting.
Let's jump in the world tour in a second. I'm glad you brought that up. Spud said, I think Street Fighter 6 may be the one that really get me back in the fight. Nigga, when did you leave? You just playing Apex right now because it's something to do. You ain't never left. Chair down somewhere. Hey, man, look up.
Hey, man, JG, look out.
Look up. Country, what you got for him, man? FGC in a year from right now, what you see us looking like?
I see it on and popping.
Not the Chris Brown shit.
The breezy,
Ah,
man.
nah. Y'all didn't know country is also doubles for R&B singers on the weekend.
Man,
But
get,
nah,
get your boy, man.
Yeah, nah, he's singing now. You gotta let this thing out. You gotta let this go. You gotta see where this
but
goes.
nah, but nah, I see it. It's gonna be thriving, especially with Street Fighter Six, Tekken 8, quote unquote Project L.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
on the way
Street
too.
Fighter Six killer.
Project L is gonna goddamn catch a quick death.
I
If
hope it
if
does
if it does not get canceled first.
because
It's
I'm
gonna be
pretty
the NBA Live. What was that? NBA Live 12? They
sure
tried to go up against the Jordan NBA Live.
NBA Elite.
Yeah.
See how that worked.
Woo. Wasn't that the
But
game with the T-Motion?
Tipo,
Yeah,
yeah,
with the
Oh no, not the
yeah, I think it was that game.
I
because
thought that nigga died, yo.
I see I see Tekken and Harada announcing a big prize pool for Tekken. He's gonna try to match Street Fighter's height. So I just think it's gonna be big next year for Tekken because I don't think Tekken's coming out this year. I would be shocked if it come out this year. I think we're gonna get a beta.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, here's why I wouldn't be surprised. One of the things we know about Harada is, goddamn it,
What? I made the game too.
Marco Keys in the building, y'all. Please, yo, everybody, stop what
What
you're
the
doing.
hell he talking
Marco Key is in the building. That is all I got to say about it.
Sadly, that's a dude we know too.
He is in real life. I got a lot to take away from that. I appreciate everybody's responses on all those. My takeaway from as far as fighting games and the state of them between this year and next, I feel like one Harada's such a fuck you Street Fighter person. He's working. Believe it or not, I feel like he's working behind the scenes twice as hard as they are. And I really feel like there will be a Tekken 8 before this year is out, before 23 is out. I feel there'll be a Tekken 8 because he ain't finna let you get all of 23 to yourself. Harada's the type that he wants to headbutt the ramp.
You think he's gonna have a world tour type thing?
Who the hell knows? All we know is that Leroy and his dog is back, and I'm okay with that part. That's all I need to know. Leroy and his dog are back, and Lee looks like Bolo now. He's no longer Bruce Lee. He's now Bolo.
Bolo
Cool,
Young.
cool, fine, whatever. Um, Tekken is always gonna do what Tekken does. I feel like there was only one drop in the whole Tekken series, and that's six. But Tekken's always gonna do what it does, and it's gonna have that. There's gonna have that fan base that's just like, I'll play Tekken regardless. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
So
Which is why, which is why my first tournament, I wanted it to be a Tekken tournament. Tekken has such a universal appeal. It does. It's like Apple Jacks. They just do. You know what I'm saying?
I think it
So
got that universal appeal this generation though.
you think so?
Hmm
I don't know.
It definitely did. If you would have did it, if you would have last generation when Street Fighter 4 was out, what game you would have? If you would have did a tournament, what game would
Are
have did it for?
you talking about what the 360 generation?
Yeah,
Oh, in the 360 generation. Wait a minute.
would
What was Tekken 5 on?
PS3,
PS2.
PS2.
Yeah, PS2.
Oh, so it wasn't even on the goddamn Xbox platform.
Uh-huh.
mm-mm.
Oh well, shit. Never mind.
I was saying Tekken got widespread during Tekken 7. That's when it really just
Tekken
when Street.
7 was Tekken 7 was nuts. You got to think they traveled and had full tournaments with an arcade demo.
It got nuts because Street Fighter took a step back.
You think that's what it is? Come on now.
No,
Come on,
that's what
country.
happened. That's what happened for real. Street Fighter took a step back.
Come on, country.
Street Fighter, you gotta remember Street Fighter.
Don't make it look like Street Fighter gave them that. Tekken
No,
took that shit.
they took it because Street Fighter took a step back. They fucked up in Street Fighter 5.
That's
What they
not
did.
taking a step back. That's called falling down. That's
They
fucking up.
hey,
That's
they
called
fucked up.
stumbling,
They,
my nigga. No, we not
it
gonna
is
make
what
it
it
look
is.
like
But
Street Fighter said, "Here's you go, eyes gives it to you."
but
Nah, that ain't what happened. When you
but you
fall, what Michael Jordan told himself: when you reach, I teach.
but you know the FGC moves and Street Fighter moves though. Yeah, that's true. Look
We
at it now.
we
We in the
de-
new.
we
Wait, wait,
developed
wait,
this
wait,
whole
wait.
thing we
Hold on,
call
hold on,
an FGC
hold on, Ray. Hold on,
because of
Ray.
Street Fighter 4. What were we calling it before Street Fighter 4?
Underground. But hold on, Ray. Every every new generation of fighting games, what led the way?
Started from when?
Started from Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter
Oh,
4 start
of course, Street Fighter 4. Goddamn.
it start it started the new Street Fighter. It started the new generation of fighting games. Street Fighter 5. Everybody started new generation of fighting games. Street Fighter 6. It's another new generation of fighting games. That's what the
Yep.
FGC moves with Street Fighter. So
Yeah, because the FGC was born with Street Fighter
that's
4.
what I'm saying. Like
So yeah, you can make that statement, and it's actually factual. It's actually factual, believe it or not. But yeah, the FGC didn't exist until Street Fighter 4. We was just motherfuckers fighting each other on the game.
motherfuckers fight each other again.
That's where we was at with it. pre-09.
Just motherfuckers fight each other on the game.
That's what we was. That's all we was. Yo, I gotta beat this motherfucker in front of me. He been talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then, God forbid, back when we was popping quarters. Now
Oh,
Man.
fighting this dude costs me money.
now niggas want to fight you for real money, big money now.
Oh yeah, it's beyond 50 cents at this point, or that $10 bill that used to sit on top of the machine. Yeah,
Hmm.
y'all know that one dude that used to sit that 10 up top and be like, "Hey, he didn't want to get caught by the manager gambling again." But at the same time, I don't play for free, so we're gonna sit it on the top.
Mm.
You win, you get it. It's up there. But if you win, but if I win, put mine right here. Word is bond, man, for real. That's how it
Mm.
was. Yo, I'm gonna go around the circle, man, and I want to know final thoughts on your idea of the state of the FGC from past, present, to future, looking at it as a whole. What is the state of FGC? J Scott J, I'm gonna run to you first. Raheem, you up next. Country, you last.
You know what? I kind of see it as it going back to like how it was with Street Fighter 4 when we had that drop. What was it, Mortal Kombat 9 and everything else at that time frame? Dude, it's about to be crazy all over again.
Matter of fact, wasn't that the time of DOA 5?
Yeah, I say so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a good time for fighting though. And
Oh
that
yeah.
was such a it was such a birth.
Yeah.
Like it took some shit we was doing that underground, South DeKalb, South Lake, Greenbrier, because you had to prove
Yes.
yourself in these places.
What a time to be alive.
The hell you talking about? God damn. You know what? If we go back to that time, even if it's just digital, I'm okay with it.
Yep.
Raheem, I'm gonna slam it to you right quick. What you got, man? Past, present, future. Where you at with it now? What would you say is the state of the FGC?
The FGC's been through a lot, especially with COVID and stuff going on. Arcades closing down, everything transitioned to online infrastructure. Trying to get developers to go get on a rollback. You know what I'm saying? The connection. So it's been it's been a lot of twisted turns, ups and downs, but I think we headed towards a positive trajectory going forward. I hate to just throw everything on Street Fighter, but it's the Lone Warrior right now, dude. They set the tone, dude. I hope I see other companies. I hope I see Arc Systems. Hello, Arc Systems. I hope y'all y'all watching. Same thing for Bandai. Bandai Namco. I hope this
Nether
is
realm and they salt and
there's a
they
real
get dirt.
And that's sand. That's sand,
yeah.
motherfucker.
Hey man, I hope y'all are watching, man, and I hope this inspires competition in the industry to make everybody step their game up.
See, that's
Uh,
a college boy right there. College boy talking that shit right now because he's pretty much what's called a competitive marketplace.
yes,
See,
sir.
when we start talking macroeconomics, a competitive marketplace is when okay, J Scott J, testify right quick. When we talking about the days of WCW,
Woo.
ECW, and WWF all in one week. So they had to bring their best product to the front to compete. That's called a competitive marketplace.
Man,
College boy gets it. J. Scott Jones gets it. Country
I
drinks too
don't get
much.
it.
Country drank too damn much. But
yeah.
wait, what? Hey, anybody know somebody named Larry T 1993?
Uh-uh.
Uh-uh.
Okay, never mind. We're gonna leave that alone then. That's obviously spam. That is spam. Yeah, because I don't what the fuck? You know what? Yo, okay. Wait, no. I'm gonna put this shit up there. Fuck the dumb shit. This motherfucker is wild.
That's what
But legends, as we speak right now, I am sitting right beside my wife's side, waiting for our baby girl to come into this world. Her name will be Jessica Renee Thomas.
What?
Anybody know this motherfucker? It say Thomas, so I'm only looking at one motherfucker right now.
Who?
Hit
My
dog
last name-
and holler.
My last name Mahal.
Oh man, God. What a mute button. What a mute button. Get him out of here.
You know what? Big shouts out to
He said it's not spam.
he said he's not spam. But you know what? I got like a bazillion hashtags on here. Maybe he hit one. Big shouts out to Larry T 1993. Hey, congratulations on a new addition to your family. But you related to JT.
Yeah.
We know it. You were spam, he's spam, we get it. It's Street Fight 6.
What?
What?
Look, he had a nerves rope. You know how it go.
If so, how do you feel about it, man? Get your boy JT.
Street fight.
Street Fight.
Hands in the
Hey,
sand.
don't we know him?
Who was that?
Damn it.
Oh, like Earl Thomas.
God damn it.
God damn it. God damn it, it's right.
Oh God. Oh God.
Hey, what?
Bro. Oh God.
What the hell? What the hell?
Man, I got tears coming down.
Yo, big shouts out to D Dollar in the building, man. What's happening with you, man? Yo, hey.
Oh God. Idiot, man.
Oh my God. God
Y'all
damn it.
tripping, man.
Yo,
Ooh.
big shouts out to D Dollar in the building, man. Larry T said he is not spam fam. Just thought I would share. I appreciate you, Larry T. Hey, salute to you and your new addition to the family. God damn it.
Oh.
Yo, I ain't even got to reread that shit. Y'all see what it say.
And you know he's serious because he drug it out. I mean,
You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? What you doing with it? What's down? God damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This kid, Larry, congrats on the baby. I mean, you know, hey, Larry, look, if you are a real people, human person, congrats on your new addition. If you are spam, like go jump off something really high and go ahead first. You know what I mean?
Larry Legend.
No, not Larry. No.
What?
So we can't do no yet on
Don't know.
LGC.
Donations.
What?
Donations.
wait a minute.
Uh-oh, she acting up. Uh-oh.
Donations.
That Jones in his do-rag, that's why.
Uh-oh.
Jones, when he saw the word my wife, he got real LL all of a sudden. Nigga bit his bottom lip and everything. Hey, you better watch Jay Scott.
He don't
bake
set
cakes.
up. He don't set up. He will sit back the whole time.
Hey, you talking about? He made cakes. You better watch that one right
He got
there.
his face all in the screen. You see
I'm
me?
not fooling with you.
I just do hard math problems. This dude make cakes.
Oh, and still focused.
Hey, It's a nice coat. It's a nice jacket.
Long as you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
After 3 minutes
Country.
and 15 seconds of pleasure,
Here you talking about.
your boy don't got
Talk
another
that
one.
shit. Country, get these folks your final thoughts with your crazy.
what was the topic? I forgot the topic.
Oh, boy. Y'all want to wait till the end to start.
No.
Y'all acting up, man.
That country, man. You know country ain't gonna act right.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
shit.
Earl, get out of here, Earl.
Hey, you know what it is, Joe? Hey, country looking at kicked in. That what it is. He been drinking the whole time. He
Yeah.
looking at kicked in. That what it is.
I'm talking about he on that liquor. He on some gummies or something.
Oh,
But that nigga
God.
said you like Earl Thomas. I'm through. I can't look at Dwayne the same again.
Oh, God.
Hey, what's fucked up is it's actually his turn to talk. Oh shit. Okay. So country, the question was final thoughts on the state of the FGC, past, present, future to now, whatever. What's your final thoughts right now?
Final thoughts. It's gonna be in a good spot. It's gonna be in a good spot with Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6. Those games gonna carry it no matter what's gonna happen. Those games are just looking too phenomenal to fail, especially Street Fighter 6. We need to see more Tekken 8. That's about it. Yes.
I think what's gonna happen is wait a minute, hold up. What the hell?
He's just trying to prove he not a bot.
Yeah, you a bot. You sound like a bot. You know what, Larry? It's cool, man. Take care of your family. Weird ass nigga. Like, yo, but nah, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think NRS is gonna sneak in somewhere in the middle of this situation. I think I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'll make a bold prediction. Tekken 8 and MK12 are gonna drop before 23 is out.
Mhm.
You cannot let this Street Fighter get a year head start on you as far as sales go. You get what I'm saying? Street Fighter, while Street Fighter is running in the summertime, because Street Fighter's dropping in the summer,
Mhm.
MK is going to be getting ready for a fall release. So in the summer, they're going to be whetting the appetite. They're going to be building the hype among the NRS players, even though Capcom's got a chokehold on it right now. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Capcom's gonna have a chokehold on it, but I really see by this time next year, the big three are gonna be standing tall. Same way how it was with MK9, Tekken 6, Street Fighter 4. It's gonna be like that now with Tekken 8, MK12, Street Fighter 6. It's gonna be just like that this year. By the end of this year, by 6 months from now, by the time we hit December, all three kings will be standing up. And then what it's gonna do, it's gonna create that competitive marketplace that old college boy right here mentioned earlier. To where we ain't gonna have nothing but ghetto gold. And then when they drop the new Under Night, they dropped a new what's it Wolf of what's that Wolf game you was talking about?
Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah, I keep wanting to say Wolf of Wall Street. That should be a video game, but it'd be based on math and thieving and hookers and cocaine. I would buy that.
Good
Math,
movie.
math, cocaine, and hookers. I would love that shit. Yo, sign me up. But no, I'm serious. I think we're gonna get like right now. It looks like Street Fighter's gonna have to carry the load, but no, they're not. I say by the end of the year, the three kings will be together by December, and it's going to be one of those type of things you don't know what to put inside the game. I remember having that feeling. I love that feeling. I miss that feeling to where I was like, yo, I don't know what I want to play. And usually I'll go online see what y'all playing. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm there. But it's one of those things to where I'm looking forward to what's about to happen with Street Fighter Six, with the whole FGC as a whole. We didn't get into a lot of the meat that we had, even though we're at 209 right now. There was still more for this, people, believe it or not, because guess what? We only dabbled. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but we only dabbled a little bit in other games outside of FGC. Truthfully, fight. I mean, when it comes to gaming as a whole, we didn't even touch the sports. We only lightly grazed over FPS, and we got nowhere near RPGs. So there will be another state of, well, we had the state of the FGC tonight. We're gonna do a state of gaming as a whole soon enough. You know what I'm saying? And so one thing I would like to do, I would like to thank Raheem for coming out, because we had to catch Raheem when we catch him, because he old college motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He be reading books and shit.
Substantial books.
Right. Up there. Hey, you know what? You know what's fucked up, Jones? This nigga don't even sell his textbooks back at the end of the semester. He keep them.
And read them again.
Yeah, build a library ass nigga. Hey, you know what's fucked up about that? I do too. Yeah, I got some shit I gotta admit on here. One day it won't be today because trying to get a contract, trying to get my contract situation straight. So it won't be today, but one day I'll admit some shit about books, textbooks, and things of the sort. One
Mhm.
day. Yeah, but nonetheless, we cracking on this motherfucker today though. Yo, man, hey, appreciate you for coming through, Raheem. Like I said, look, this is the dope show. Do not make yourself a stranger. You know who I am in real life and on this here platform. So do not get lost, as I like to tell all my guests. Well, the guests that I want to come back, I tell them, don't get lost,
No,
because
I appreciate
we'll be right here, but don't
Yeah.
get lost.
it. I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Hey, if you in the socials, tell these folks who you is and where they can follow you, what you got going on, anything you want to promote. This is your time to shine, player.
Man, I don't have a social media presence, so yeah, I don't have nothing to promote, man. I apologize.
It's all good. Look, he just regular ass Raheem. That happens. Goddamn. Country, you up? What you got, man?
Follow. You can follow me on Twitch TV, Big Country 50 on Twitch TV. You can find me on Fight Cave, Big Country 50, and then in the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo rooms. Uh, Jones.
I don't know why he ain't got no hands.
What?
It said John said you're a broken clock, no hands.
Oh,
John said you like the expert stripper. You do it with no hands. This is
why?
what Marco Key said. Dragon Ball Z 3 to carry it. No.
I don't
Look,
even know what that means.
look, it no. I guess that's supposed to be next, but no. Like, look, DB, what?
Yeah.
God damn it!
God damn it.
And that's why he got roaches.
But
Goddamn, J. Scott Jones, man, what you got for me?
yo, man, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Corey's Heavenly Cakes. Like I said, I do cakes, muffins, mini buns, whatever you need. I got you. Holla at your boy.
Definitely check out Corey's Heavenly Case, man. Yo, niggas is eating good off that shit right there. Where's Bond? Hey, and then y'all know where to follow me at, man. Dope Enterprise on Facebook, Dope Enterprise on YouTube, Dope Dot Enterprise on Instagram. Yo, tomorrow, well, no, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Alpha Derby. Dope will be in the building. DJ Agony, Miss Parker, the Planet Pier will be in the building with Fabo, Lil Scrappy. Who else is gonna be there? Young Dro and Pastor Troy. So
ATL's
yeah,
finest.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's like a ATL whole diamond situation going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? That whole thing's about to happen right there. And Dope Enterprise will be in the building as one of the media consultants. So definitely be on the lookout. Be checking into the dope page because I'm gonna be posting like a motherfucker weekend long. So y'all might want to be in tune with that. And also, Miss Parker might be here tomorrow night. Who knows? It really depends on how fast it take me to get out that chair. I'm gonna be honest with you because I gotta look like something. I'm going amongst all these upper echelon elite black people with the ho ho ho. You know what I'm saying? So of course I gotta look like something, man. Plus I can't go in past Troy looking all crazy and shit. What the hell? Oh Lord. Marco keep fucking with you again.
Jones devilish cakes. Didn't get want my cut for the business name.
Go to hell, Marco Key. But I mean that with as much love as humanly possible. You know what? I'm through. I'm through with Marco Key. Even if he posts, I'm not clicking on it again. And that's why he got roaches. Anyway, yo, for all my people that's paying attention, appreciate y'all for coming through, stopping by, dropping something in the chat, hitting that share button, because that share button is really what makes this thing grow. That share button, what? You know what? I'm not even gonna click on that. Nope, 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 nope. Will not, ain't not, shan't not, and ain't gonna goddamn do it. For all the people that click on that share button or that click to view the dope show, y'all are the ones I say the extra thank yous for because y'all are the ones that are making this thing grow. Y'all are the ones that are putting my viewership constant three figures, and I appreciate y'all. And eventually we're gonna get in the high three figures, and then we're gonna hit the goddamn low four figures, and maybe we're gonna hit goddamn 5,000 before I know it. Who the hell knows? Who cares? I'm having fun right now. And it's good. I don't have no kind of network on my ass like you need to put out different kind of material. You can kiss my ass. I can put out what I want to at this point. So I can talk about nerd shit, threesomes, motherfucking teachers. I can talk about whatever I want to, and it's so fucking dope because guess what? It's mine. Ah. So I appreciate everybody who tunes in, who likes, comments, shares, and just really kick good shit with the dope show. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, be on the lookout for me Friday night at the Alpha Derby, the opening weekend party. I'm kicking good shit, and I'm being amongst good company. Pastor Troy, Lil Scrappy, Young Dro, and Fabo. Oh, see, cool shit going on, man. So from my crew, all them to me, I appreciate y'all, man. Remember, imitation is a sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. I am DJ Agony. I am dope. These are my friends. They're dope as well. And we out. Peace.
You.